It's the NFL on EA Sports, and the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Cardinals and the Fins, next on Madden NFL 25.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. And they finally get to him out near midfield, but he's all the way across the 45 to the 46. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They'll be led out by their quarterback, standing 6'1" from Utah. It's Tyler Huntley.
A three-year starter at the University of Utah. He got his NFL opportunity as Lamar Jackson's backup in Baltimore, mainly because he possessed similar qualities. Excellent runner, big-time arm, just has to grow in accuracy and avoiding mistakes.
Huntley going to the air right away. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
So on fourth down, here's Jake Bailey to punt for the Dolphins. And back deep is DJ Dallas. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The Cardinals offense heading out, and they do so behind Kyler Murray, their dynamic quarterback in his 6th season now from Oklahoma.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Now Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. First carry for James Conner. And Conner going to pick up a Cardinals first down as he's up to the 18.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. Those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
To throw is Murray. He'll find his rookie wideout from Ohio State here. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Murray now. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And it's easy to see why he was a top-ranked receiver coming out of the draft. Better than 1,200 yards and 14 touchdowns in each of the last 2 seasons at Ohio State. No one does it better than him, and he gives Kyler Murray a chance to be special.
On 1st and 10 is Connor. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
No score after 1 on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2. From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd and 5. Murray a give. This is Connor. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Shotgun now for Murray. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. And even 40 yards.
I don't care what level of football you played. This one was a universal, wasn't it? When we were kids and we played touch football, remember we get in these positions and you just say, everybody go along, and hope someone would come free.
Here's Connor on the read option. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A little over 20 yards there, and in 2 plays, they've now moved the ball over 60 yards.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Connor fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
This offense has a lot of weapons, but you know they like to look Connor's way down here near the end zone. He's got that rugged running style, and that's a nice job there to hold him to a short pickup.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Murray. And he will not get away. He's sacked back around the 3-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Two minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. The Miami defense trying to keep him out. They haven't let him in yet. Can they hold again here on 3rd and goal? They'll look to run with Connor. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They'll try and run the option. And he's not going to get in. They stop him at the 1. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Dolphins celebrate their goal line stand. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. That's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coach was always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
To throw, Huntley. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So plenty of action on the field, but no action right now on the scoreboard, at least as of yet. 0-0 is our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. After a rare scoreless first half, these teams now just looking for something as the second half gets underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the third quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Throw left side, caught by Ryman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
On the counter, it's Connor. And he's across the 45. It'll be second down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. Here's Murray. Shakes off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. That's the NFL vet Calais Campbell coming in and dragging him down.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Here's Murray. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 41-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Pretty good location there on that throw.
It really was, wasn't it? That was likely one where the receiver was either going to catch it or no one. Really good decision. And, boy, what a catch and move right there.
And a tough spot to get it over the middle. Throw on the right side, complete to Harrison. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a first down, his fourth catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. That pass completed to George. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Final minute now of the third quarter. This is Connor running right. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Murray going to throw. And they'll get this down to the 10. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Miami as we are just about set to go here in quarter number 4. Throwing now is Murray. His pass caught at the 4. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Trey McBride, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Cardinals have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead. Well, I think we both got to thinking the team that scores the first TD may be the one to win this football game. And here we go, our first touchdown, and it comes in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long. But now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one in ourselves.
Extra point good by Prater, and that makes the score 7-0. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by a touchdown reception from Trey McBride. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field.
And we've seen drive after drive come up empty for them, and they've yet to dent the scoreboard, yet still right in the middle of a one-score game.
So this is where you absolutely have to forget everything that's happened in your previous drives. They don't matter right now. You just mentioned it. One-score game. This drive here can erase all of what happened previously.
In motion, Hill.
They go play action with Huntley. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. What good hands there defensively at second down.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Second and 10. Here's Huntley. Throw caught by Achane.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
Here's Huntley. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Huntley off of play action.
Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in.
Now 2nd and 4.
They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Huntley. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
They're going for it. Huntley.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Well, they did the part they had to do. Quick throw, got the first down.
But that doesn't allow them to relax. They still have plenty of work to do.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. And Huntley showing that playmaking ability. Runs for the first and slides to a stop. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Huntley. He'll swing this out to Mostert.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's second down. Here's Huntley.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Third and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure, and if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback, and then make sure you blanket the field.
Short throw to Smith, and he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's fourth down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And the Cardinals are going to have a first down. And that's a big one, as they should be able to run it out from here. Down to a knee goes Murray, as that will just about wrap this thing up.
Brandon, I can just tell you from experience, there's nothing like pitching a shutout on defense, but even more so when it's a tight game. I mean, when every defensive play is crucial and you don't give up any points, boy, they're going to feel awfully good about themselves after this one.
Yeah, exactly. The offense wasn't humming, but, hey, all they needed was you can't score 1 point. All they needed was 2 points. Well, you can't score 2 points on offense. All they needed was at least 3, and they got what they needed.
They got what they needed. Exactly right.
So it's a win here for the Arizona Cardinals. And not all W's are created equal, CD, and this one came in shutout fashion.
Well, their offense certainly didn't need to do anything, right? They could take the day off, and they did. But the defense, they carried them in a big way.
Yeah, look, the offense, obviously stuff to work on, but they did enough, and the defense carried the load.
Well, you know what they say. It's always fun to work on things if it didn't go well in your game with a victory in your pocket. And that's what they've got going forward.
So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.